All right, Wuthering Waves, and there's been a lot of hype on Wuthering Waves recently. I haven't been able to catch up on some Wuthering Waves news recently because like a lot of shit happened with Wuthering Waves. Like I think like a week ago, they did like their first special program that I missed because I was doing some family stuff. But um, the apparently they released the like there's an official release date. It's in May, but I didn't get to see the special program, and I can't find the VOD for it. I'm trying to look for it so I can make a video on that, but can't find the official VOD. It's not on there. It's not on their channel, and I can't find it anywhere. So I might just probably watch a reaction of someone's reaction to it, probably. But yeah, but we have the global launch trailer for it for Wuthering Waves. But I can't even lie, Wuthering Waves is my most hyped game like of 2024. It really is. Actually, that's a lie. It's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, but I don't have a PS5. I'm PC only, so I'm probably not going to get that game for another like year and a half, probably. So I guess yeah, 2024. It's Wuthering Waves. I mean, I'm so hyped for Wuthering because just Punishing Gray Raven. That game was just. Oh, I love Punishing Gray Raven. It has its faults. Don't get me wrong. It really does have its faults. I think Wuthering Waves will like be better at. That's why I think Wuthering Waves will be like it'll be a bigger game than Punishing Gray Raven because it has a lot more casual appeal than Punishing Gray Raven, because I think Punishing Gray Raven, it actually might be a little too hardcore. Like it really would. I've been playing it a lot more now, and that shit, Punishing Gray Raven can get really fucking hard. It really can. That game can get difficult with like the harder content. It can get really hard, but I think Wuthering Waves will appeal to a much bigger audience. One, because it's the direct competitor to Genshin, and then let's keep it real. Like I was not the biggest Genshin defender, but I saw its faults, and and I tried to be objective with it. But with the way it's being done now, with the way Genshin is now, holy shit, it feels like an abandoned game. Like if Genshin didn't make as much money as it did, that shit would be like the next Anthem. It really would. That game feels like it's been abandoned with how little shit there is to do in that game. But yeah, Wuthering Waves is a direct competitor to Genshin, and I think that's probably its biggest asset. Like that is the biggest marketing strategy for Wuthering Waves, that is being directly compared to Genshin, and it's going to draw in a lot more people to play it. I do think what Wuthering Waves will probably not do as well when it comes to Hoyoverse in general is community things to do. Like Honkai Star specifically, Honkai Star is a lot better when it comes to the community. Well, except for what happened recently with the whole leaking situation where they were like, hey, if you watch our leaked content, we're gonna copyright you. That was a big fuck up. But I think that's more Hoyoverse than Honkai Star really. Like the Honkai Star devs probably didn't like. That was the Hoyoverse executives, in my opinion. Like I think those Hoyoverse executives, not the Honkai Star devs. But I think in general, Wuthering Waves might not be as good when it comes to community things, because even Punishing Gray Raven, I don't think community wise, at least as far as I know, there has been that much stuff they've done with the community other than like just like their games. But I think Wuthering Waves, I think they could change that since it'll be a lot bigger project, and I think it's something they should tap into. But I do think Wuthering Waves will have a pretty good community in general, based on just based on like Punishing Gray Raven. But yeah, I've been yapping for a little bit because I'm trying to stall and make this video longer because this trailer is only a minute long. But we have the global launch trailer. I want to watch it. I want to see what we have in store. I'm excited. I cannot, bro. I'm gonna be streaming the fuck out of Wuthering Waves.
One of the Threnodians will soon be reawakened. They are the enemies of human civilization.
I will say this though. I've heard that it's not confirmed, but I have heard that the story, even though they rewrote it, it's still kind of ass. But that can be, let's be real, that can be kind of okay. It's like 20% subjective, 80% objective. But we'll know for sure when the game officially comes out.
To begin with, I heard you've lost your memories.
If all of these have something to do with your true identity, then
It's another thing I've noticed. Why do all the characters for these games all have amnesia? I don't get it. That's like a character trope with these with these MCs and these gacha games. They all for some reason have fucking amnesia. I don't get it. You don't have your memories. Let's say Genshin, Honkai, and then fucking even this now. Like, what's with all these characters having amnesia?
Who exactly are you?
I won't lie, the scenery looks, oh, that's so good.
You possess
Oh my god, that's so good. Oh my god, that looks so, if they do it right, if they make the traversing in the open world as fast as it looks, it's gonna make actually exploring the open world actually fun to do. Like, that was the dumbest thing I didn't like in Genshin and in Breath of the Wild. I didn't like this in Breath of the Wild either, where they have this vast open world, but they give you a stamina bar. That made zero sense to me. It's like, why would you have this open world and then limit yourself and then limit the player to a stamina bar? Just have a big open world and let them run as fast as they want and venture into the open world. That's one of the things that I liked about Nier Automata, because even though it wasn't that big of an open world, it was still open world, but even though it wasn't that big of an open world, you could still sprint. Like, they gave you the option to sprint unlimited, unlimited sprint, and you could mount, and it just made traversing so much easier. Like, you didn't even need to fast travel because the traveling was so fast in itself. So if they do this with no stamina, like, already that's a W.
ability with the legendary hero who once absorbed Threnodian. Jue prophesized about your arrival. After all this effort, do you truly want to throw it all away?
Ultimately, I suppose it
Hot take, I think male MC is better.
is up to you to discover the final definitive answer for yourself.
No matter what happens, my sword is always
Oh, this looks so
Here
sick.
you are.
Besides,
Shit.
not seeing
Bro,
the
she is so
opponent
hot.
heightens the thrill of seeing the side.
Let's keep it a
The
buck.
sword is always yours.
Here you are.
Let's keep it a buck. Because of this frame alone, she's gonna be the most popular character for 1.0.
You are.
For that single frame alone, she's gonna be the most popular character in 1.0. Let's just keep it a buck. This frame alone is gonna be everywhere on Twitter. It's going to be the most. She's going to be the most popular character for 1.0 because of this frame alone. Like, straight up. Do not underestimate the power of Coomers.
Here you are.
Besides, not seeing the opponent heightens the thrill of the game.
Do you want to be the rule-setting shepherd or the rule-breaking black lab? Now, Rover, the story is yours to spin.
Okay, that's pretty hype. That's pretty hype. Does it say the? No, it doesn't. I thought I was gonna say the release date. But nah, that trailer was sick. I can't lie. It didn't show as much as I would hope. Cool, it's only a minute long.
Hero who wants
I find it weird how this is the launch trailer, but the game is launching for another 2 months. But it is what it is. Or I guess another month. It is April. But
After all this effort, do you truly want to throw
I forgot this
it
guy's
all
name.
away?
But I know he's the main antagonist. But I hope he's interesting. But the game looks amazing. They've definitely stepped up the atmosphere. The game looks a lot better than it did in the beta, from what I saw in CPT-1. I wasn't in CPT-2, but I did see clips. And because I wasn't in CPT-2, I just decided to not see anything, so that way I could just have a completely blind, completely fresh outlook on Wuthering Waves, so I could be completely blind. But it looks really good. I will say this though, from the combat I've seen in Wuthering Waves, it is good, but I don't think it's going to be as fast paced as Punishing Gray Raven, which I do think is a good thing, because like I said, this is going to be a very casual. Okay, it's going to be more hardcore than Genshin and all that, but it does need to appeal to a wider audience, and the wider audience is casual, so it will be a lot casual. I think the combat will be easier than Punishing Gray Raven. Like, to put it in perspective, Wuthering Waves will probably be my god, Wuthering Waves will probably be the Elden Ring of the Soul series, while Punishing Gray Raven is like Dark Souls 3 in terms of difficulty. Like that's basically what I'm trying to say. Like, the combat will still be good, it'll still be amazing, but to appeal to a wider audience, it won't be as like head banging, right? Like, it's not gonna be like you bang your head against the wall, try for 100 times, and then you finally just outskill the enemy. Like, I don't think that's gonna be the case majority of the times, unless you make some abrupt challenge, like you do a level 1 challenge and then you fight a boss for 16 hours and finally beat it. But no, Wuthering Waves, I'm excited, bro. I cannot wait. It's in, I think it's coming in May. There's no release date on this, but I am gonna try to find the special broadcast that I missed. I can't find the VOD, so honestly, I'm probably just gonna make a reaction to somebody's reaction. I don't know. I can't find the actual like VOD of the special program on YouTube, but it is what it is. I'll figure out and then I'll watch the VOD. But yeah, I'm bro. I can't. I want 1,000. Gonna be 1,000. Gonna be a Wuthering Waves content creator. I cannot wait for this game.